Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about confidence on camera and being over a certain age, whether it's 40 or 50 or whatever, and just getting your groove back. So my sister may or may not jump on. She had surgery today. Um, so she might pop in from the hospital, but and if so, we'll get some the lowdown on what she's there for. I won't just divulge that until she's on. But let's just get kind of comfy cozy. I've been doing this, I think I said probably about 16, 10 to 16 years or something like that. 'Cause I know my son is 17 and my kids were homeschooled at the time. And I'm just, jumping back on, getting my groove back. And so if there's anybody else that's out there that you're over 40 or 50 or 60 and you're just saying, I love to do that, I just don't have the confidence to do it. Well, then you're in the right place. I just wanted to say sometimes it's hard. You come up with maybe a format of what you want to talk about, and you just the hardest part is hitting the button to talk, right? So I know that with all the thing that's going on right now in the world, there's lots of different subjects that I like to talk about, but you kind of want to keep it, you know, copacetic. I know there's either people who are going straight for the jugular and talking about the politics things, and I'm not that girl. And then there's those who are the happy, peaceful, how to put on your makeup and what outfit you're wearing for the day kind of channels. And I think I kind of fall somewhere in between because sometimes I feel so confident or so convicted on certain things that I want to talk about, but then you don't want to shake or rattle. What they say, you don't want to shake the boat. You don't want to rattle the boat. So sometimes you can come up with the exact topic that you want to talk about. And then the hardest part is maybe going live and or just hitting the button to produce the show, just to put it out there. And if you're worried about all the different comments or all the different things that people are going to say or not say, then this YouTube game and going live and on Instagram or whatever, or even on Facebook, it is not for the faint at heart. You can't worry on a daily basis what other people think of you going live, or how well you did this, or how well you did that, or how well, um, did she edit it or did she not edit it, or any of those things. You just have to go on the camera, speak to your audience, and go from there with full confidence. So some of the things that let's see, I kind of outlined here. If I can find it, I'm that girl that usually has too many windows open. So let's see if I close some of these windows here. And I always feel like I have to rush for some reason, but if I'm going live and I don't, it's not all about being a rush, just taking my time. So if you're in the room and you're watching, I notice how I just hit the wrong button here. Let's see here. I'm just trying to see if okay. How many out there, if you're watching, you've used ChatGPT? Maybe you're a little bit nervous about using it because everybody thinks that the world is going to end, which eventually it will anyway. But I like to put in whatever the topic is that I want to talk about. You just put it into ChatGPT, and it does all the things for you. So let's see. There are some different techniques that you can do as far as reducing your nervousness and going on camera. And for me, sometimes I'm just... Actually, if you get yourself prepared an hour or two prior, that kind of helps to cut down on any of the nervousness. So I will take my shower and I will set my camera and things up. And then I'll just sit in front of the mirror, put on my makeup. If I just, whatever it is, for me, it's just, obviously I didn't put my eyeliner on today, but my mascara, my liner, put on a little bit of lip gloss. Sometimes I'll use my lip pencil, just whatever makes you feel comfortable. And then just that part is prepared. You've taken your shower, you've gotten dressed, and that kind of helps you to bring down the pressure of rushing. And then just knowing, okay, so am I going to do it in my room, or am I with the light facing me, or am I going to do it in a different, like which room is it going to be? The office, downstairs, wherever it is that you're going to be, make sure you plan out that spot for your video. And then like I said, I have notes. For me, it's usually on the back of an envelope. I'll make notes, and then I go from there. And it's for me, it's easier to easy flow when I have my sister going live with me too. But with her today, I told her just take it easy. So I passed her the link. I'm not sure if she's going to jump on or not, but just knowing your setup. So I do have a lamp that's over there, and then I have another mirror that I'm sitting in front of with the light reflecting this way. Those type of things help, especially if you're gonna, um, if the first time you decide to go live, make sure that you're facing a mirror and the daylight is coming in, or you have light behind your camera and it's facing on you. And and then just eventually just build up your following. One person at a time, one click at a time. And the other thing too is being consistent. And I did listen to one other person. So you can interchange the word being consistent with discipline. So you have to basically put yourself on your own calendar and say, okay, no matter what, I'm going to keep this date. And then that also, the algorithm of YouTube will kind of help you with that. The one thing I also have learned is that unless you have like maybe your own email list, whether you have 50, 100, thousands, 10,000, whatever on your list, you can send a link to your followers, but don't send them the one individual link to that one video. Send them maybe the link to your channel. But even in doing that, if the people are going to subscribe to your channel, make sure that they're dedicated and that they are actually going to come back and watch your videos, hopefully through to the end, and not just be on your list. Oh, I'm supporting her by being on her list. No, if you're on the person's list, but you're not actually watching their videos, then you're actually hurting them more than you are helping them. So let me see. I'm going to go over and check to make sure that my chat is open in case there's somebody possibly leaving a chat message for me. So I'm here using, what is this called? It's called Restream, and it's covering the spot that tells you whether or not you have people coming in and out of the chat. Okay. So, all right, let me go back and check my notes now. So, besides overcoming nervousness, like I said, just preparing ahead of time, having your notes ready, sitting in front of, having your laptop and everything set up to where you're going to record from this room. And then I also, besides using my laptop and angling it the way that I want to, as far as, making sure you're monitoring whatever's in the background, you can also use your phone. So if I use my phone, I would have to take it out of my case, and sometimes requires the popping of nails or whatever. Take it out. And then whilst I'm setting up, depending on what room I'm in, I'll take my phone and I will put it on a cute little stand like this. Now this stand, of course, it just came from Amazon, and it came to a pack. So the cute little pink one comes with comes with a mirror, and there's a black one that matches it, but there's no mirror on it. So you just take your phone and you set it on the stand. And if you're doing a short on YouTube, then you want to hold your phone like this. And then sometimes they say that it's better if you actually can do it this way because you'll get a better quality with the camera facing you, with the lens facing you. I haven't done it that way yet. I need to try that because they say you get a better quality. But I just put it like this, and I angle it the way that I want to do a short, and then the picture is going to come out just like this. And then on the other sides of the camera, it's going to be like fuzzy. So some people don't like to watch that. So if you're doing it live, it's better to just record like this. And that's why I'm using my laptop right now. So depending on, like I said, the room, what type of video I'm posting. And if you do it on Instagram, it's also good to have it straight up and down. I think also for TikTok. So for mostly the other social media, it's just better to record doing it this way instead of this way. Okay. So you can see that I'm live here now. And so those are some of the things that reduces the nervousness. I'm not going to say that for some people, maybe it goes away or it's never there. But for me, you just use that energy to push forward. And the other thing is guided breathing. So maybe even before you do the video, you might want to relax a little bit, do some exercise, and then make sure your breathing is guided before you film, before you hit the start button. Okay. And then, of course, we talked about lighting, knowing what you're going to wear ahead of time. Um, and then your posture, So I'm sitting on a stool in front of my like vanity stand, and you just kind of want to sit up straight and relax and calm yourself. And those are some of the steps that I use as far as knowing ahead of time. And if you have any guests, make sure that if you have something like Restream or something called something StreamYard, I think it's called StreamYard, send the link ahead of time to whoever it is that you might have on for a guest. So, um, so that's what I have so far. So I'm just talking about being over the age of 40 or 50, and if you decided you want to start your own YouTube page, just some of the steps that you should do to get yourself started. And just sometimes you have to just push that button and go, and not be trying to have everything picture perfect. If you wait to have everything picture perfect, then you probably won't go live. So you just have to get in the habit of hitting the button and just say, okay, as you go along, you might learn how to do more editing. Um, yeah, just learning while you go. Because if you try and learn everything, then it'll be 10 years, it'll be 5 years, it'll be 2 years, 6 months down the line, and just jump in and do it. Just jump in and do it. So if you're just jumping on, if you have a question, you can put it in the chat box and say where you're from. I would totally appreciate that. But let's see if there's more tips that I can give you as far as before going on. Mastering video presence, tips for posture. I said posture, lighting, make sure you know what you're going to wear so that you're comfortable. You're not always, pulling and tugging on whatever it is your outfit is. And, I know like when my sister, I use a little bit of makeup. My sister just likes lip gloss, whatever. So whatever it is that you like to do, make sure you're prepared in that way. Um, and then, like I said, if you just be consistent and you know that you're going to come on Tuesday at 1 p.m. every single time, then the audience will be looking for you at that time. And even if nobody's there at that moment when you're starting to record or whatever, then they may come back and watch it later because sometimes it just doesn't fit in other people's schedule. So the other thing that would be good that I need to even start doing is to batch record. So if you know that you want to post every Tuesday or say this is a live for me. So say I want to choose Friday as my second day of recording, you could batch record. So you can maybe change outfits, like have this outfit, take the sweater off, put the sweater on, and you can make 2 or 3 videos at the same time, because sometimes setting up your lighting, putting on your makeup, making sure the house is going to be nice and quiet requires a lot of thought. So you may want to get in the habit, even me, get in the habit of doing 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 recordings at one time. But knowing when doing that, you have to know what your subject matter is going to be and just line it all out and then do it all at one time. So those are the tips on batch recording. And my sister, she's not going to jump on. I keep looking for her. Yeah, she's not there. So I think that I'll probably just cut it short for today. And just praying for my sister for her health and for her speedy recovery. And we will return again Tuesday. I think that there's a class that I'm taking, something that I'm doing on Wednesday. And when that class ends at the end of this month, we may be changing the lives from Tuesday to Wednesday, and possibly at the same time. But we will keep you informed of that. So I thank you all for being here today. If you have any questions, again, or comments, leave them in the thing below here. And let's see if I can get this. I love this saying, so might just close out with this every single time. Your mind is a magnet. If you think of blessings, you attract blessings. And if you think of problems, you attract problems. Always cultivate good thoughts and always remain positive and optimistic. So that's all that I have for you guys today. Let's see if I can get all jazzy and end it up with some music here. Let's see if you can hear. But I do thank you for coming in and share this record. Peace and blessings. That's all I have for today. Bye for now.